Hi, so today we are going to make a lotion base. You can see in the bowl I already have my polysaccharides and then I'm adding in the oils. You can use any blend of oils that you want. The only thing that you need to keep in mind is what part of your body are you actually going to use this lotion base for. If it's going to be used for the face, then make sure you're using oils that are non-comedogenic. But if you're using it for the body, you can use any good oil or good combination of oil that is good for the skin. This production that we are doing right now, you have to ensure that all the emulsifiers and waxes that you add into this oil dissolve properly. I don't mean dissolve, I mean like they mix up properly. Yes, they have to mix up with the oil properly. You don't want to leave any of them hanging out and not rubbing on the oil, because this method we're using right now is not like the regular method where we have to heat up the waxes to melt with the oil and then we add in the hot water that has the same temperature. No, this method is a different method, the method that I use when I want to make urgent cream base. Okay, this method we're just going to add in hot boiling water to dissolve all these waxes. So just be sure that all of them mix up well with the oil. So now I have turned everything, I've mixed everything. It's time for me to get my water. My water has been boiling. I've left it to boil and allow the boiling to stand in the boiling stage for about 10 minutes. You don't just use any type of water. You have to use either the least type of water you should use is the distilled water. You can use distilled water, but most preferably, especially if you're going to be leaving your product for a long time before you use, most preferably, sorry about the fog, is the steam. The water is very hot, so the steam is affecting the camera. So the best water to use is deionized water. All right, water that every form of iron has been taken out, but you can still use distilled water for your formulation. Now I have added in the water and I have allowed it to stand for about 5 to 10 minutes depending on the quantity of lotion you're making. I've allowed it to stand for 5 to 10 minutes. It's time to check it to see if everything has dissolved. And yes, there is no wax still hanging around, so it has dissolved and is ready to be blended. Now this is a very important stage in cream production. Don't joke with it. Don't say you don't need a stick blender. You need a blender, either a stick blender or a shear mixer. I'm using this one right now because I'm just making a 4-liter lotion. I have a bigger stick blender that I use that can take up to 50 liters of lotion, but for the purpose of this video I'm making this 4-liter cream base. It is very thick, very thick. I'm even scared that it doesn't break my blender, but it's even very hot right now, so you're not seeing the real thickness. By the time it gets cool, it's going to be way thicker than what you are seeing right now. It's not just a lotion that you can apply on your skin. It's a base lotion that you need to use to mix with other ingredients which usually come in liquid form. Okay, so by the time you add all those other liquid that you'll be using, this 4-liter base lotion can even sometimes become 8-liter depending on the quantity of liquid ingredient you add to it. Remember, anything you want to add again into this lotion, you must dissolve them. If they are powder, you must dissolve them into liquid state before you mix them into the lotion. You don't add powders directly into cream base. So we have to keep blending until we get a good texture. Blend, blend, blend. You can't over blend, but just be careful. Don't leave the blender on running for too long at a time. So here we go. We have blended, and now this is how it looks when it has cooled off. You see how thick it is? Very thick. No one can use this one directly on their skin. All right, you have to dilute it, otherwise it will be sticky on the skin. You can use it for your body butters. You can actually use this to make lightening or lightening lotion, stretch mark cream, body milk. It all depends on what you want. You just have this as your base. Okay, if you add like 1 cup of your oil or your fluid into 1 cup of this lotion, it's going to give you a good lotion consistency. But if you add like 2 cups of your fluid into 1 cup of this cream base, it will give you a milky consistency. It's not going to be thick. Okay, so I'll be making another video to show you how I mix lightening product with this base. This is our stretch mark cream in bulk. This is 2-liter stretch mark cream for a client that we mixed using our base. We mix it using our thick base. This is the packaged stretch mark cream. We make it with the base, and then we add all the herbs and lighteners that we need. Okay, see ya.